Hello everybody, this is my WWE Elimination Chamber review. This pay-per-view, I was only really interested in seeing the Elimination Chamber matches. Everything else I was just like, don't care at all. Just show me the Elimination Chamber matches. And really felt that the crowd was reacting that way too. They didn't really care about anything outside the Elimination Chamber matches. The first match of the night was the Raw Elimination Chamber match. I knew this was going to happen. For the WWE title. It started off with Sheamus and Kofi Kingston. I thought that was good. But they really just did nothing in the ring. They were just kind of doing average Raw match standard wrestling. Kofi Kingston really wasn't too exciting in the match like I thought he'd be. I thought this would be the kind of environment he'd have to excel in. But I did find it funny how when Kofi Kingston was getting into the Elimination Chamber, he had to check his back to make sure that Edge wasn't going to come and take his spot or something. But yeah, I found that the first amusing thing of the match. I won't go through who came in at what time because that would just take way too long. Basically, Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase were working together at some point in the match. And then Cody Rhodes threw in a pipe and Ted DiBiase hit Randy Orton with the pipe. And Randy Orton was really over. Like, everyone was pretty over in the match, but Randy Orton was like really, really fucking over because it is his hometown. But Ted DiBiase hit him with the pipe. And then he was hit with the FU from Cena. Then he hit Cena with the pipe, and then he had to pick which one he was going to pin. Picked Randy Orton because, they've got a feud, right? And then Ted DiBiase was promptly eliminated next by, I think it was Kofi Kingston. I'm pretty sure it was. Sheamus was eliminated third. That didn't surprise me. I thought if he's not going to keep the title, he's going to be eliminated pretty early. We ended up with John Cena and Triple H. I'm like, please, God, don't let Triple H have the title. And then I thought, oh, what are the alternatives? John Cena. Okay. And John Cena won it. And I was like, all right, whatever. Cena, that'll do. Whatever. And then the Elimination Chamber came up straight away. Vince McMahon came out and said, oh, congratulations, you've earned your spot at WrestleMania. That is... if you can defend your title against Batista. Batista came out, beat him. Is that like Cena's gimmick in Elimination Chamber matches? If he wins them, it means he's losing it within the next 30 seconds or something. What? Whatever. So, yeah, the Elimination Chamber match, 3 3/4 stars. The Batista-John Cena match, not applicable. Then we had Drew McIntyre versus Kane. I forgot this was even on the card. I forgot Kane was a wrestler. He hasn't done anything for like a decade now. But this match, it was just there. It was okay. There wasn't much. The crowd wasn't too into it, which didn't surprise me because they just wanted to see the Elimination Chamber matches. I love Drew McIntyre's music and I like his look. I still think he should be wearing that jacket, that trench coat jacket type dealy. I like that. But as I said, the work of the match was pretty average. It was just like the kind of match you'd see on Smackdown, I guess, an above average Smackdown quality match. So probably about 2 stars. For that. Next, we had Michelle McCool and Layla versus Maryse and Gail Kim. I was expecting Gail Kim versus Maryse, and I would have been happy with that, to crown a Divas champion, but Vicky Guerrero came out and put Michelle McCool and Layla, and I was just like, oh, Jesus, I don't need to see this again. But Layla did pretty well. I thought she did a lucha-style pin, and I thought, wow, she's really improved. Well, she can do that now, whereas before she could do nothing, so she can do one more thing than she could do before. But before that, I thought the best thing she'd ever done was throw a shoe into CM Punk's face at Survivor Series a few years back. But yeah, for the most part, I didn't pay attention to this match, so I can't really give it a rating. Sorry, I'll give it monkey out of 5 stars. That means I was too busy eating Doritos. My friend who was watching it said it was just there. It was just on the screen. It was more of an angle than it was a match because it was just so short. Because I literally just looked down at the Doritos I was eating, looked back up, the match was over, what the fuck? So, yeah, whatever. That happens. That's going to be incorporated into the review. If I'm able to pay attention to the match, if I'm not able to pay attention to the match and I'm paying attention to Doritos, the match isn't good enough. So, yeah. Then we had The Miz versus Vontavious Porter. For the first part of this match, I felt it was just exactly the same as the month before. It was just there, it was there, it was just there, it was a match. But I felt around the end it really started picking up. They gave it a bit more time than they did at the Royal Rumble, and it worked. the crowd actually stopped sitting on their hands and started clapping and getting into it and all that kind of stuff. And then Mark Henry got involved, attacked Big Show because he got in MVP's way. Then Mark Henry got whipped into the side, the ring bell little cubicle thing of their padded barrier, and he fell through that, and it even though it was set up to fall apart, it looked really cool and it sounded really cool, and I'm like, that was really cool. I hope they do that at their match in Mania, if they have a tag match in Mania. I hope they do, because I think it'll be an interesting match. So for that match, as I said, I got really into it. The fans got into it, and I didn't expect to get into it. So 3 stars for that match. Definitely better than Royal Rumble match. That Royal Rumble match. Then next we had the main event, which was the Smackdown Elimination Chamber match, which was the one I was looking forward to the most. It started off with CM Punk. Fantastic. Cut a promo. It was great. It always is with Punk. And R-Truth in the ring. And I thought, well, what's going to happen? Punk will eliminate R-Truth. And they'll kind of do a Royal Rumble thing. He'll cut a promo, and then someone else will come in and he'll cut a promo at some point. But what happened was he pinned R-Truth, which, wasn't really surprising to me. I do like R-Truth, but I knew he was going to lose. And then Punk cut a promo, great, saying, oh, you suck, and see, straight edge means I'm better than you. Touch your screen and feel my, power go into you, or, feel me enter you. Which I found was really amusing, and I liked it. I think he's just such a fantastic mic worker, and he gets a ton of heat. Then Rey Mysterio came in, and they did some really good wrestling for about 4.5 minutes, and then Punk was pinned. No! Moving on from that, I don't know what they're doing with Punk. He's just so hot as a heel. He should have been one of the last guys in the match. At least, whatever. This is the WWE. I don't care anymore. But yeah, we had Rey Mysterio, John Morrison, Undertaker, Chris Jericho. Rey Mysterio went next, and we were left with John Morrison, Undertaker, and Chris Jericho. John Morrison, Undertaker, and Chris Jericho all worked really well. Chris Jericho hid in one of the pods to try to keep away from the Undertaker, and I thought that was really fun. But yeah, it kind of worked with Chris Jericho's gimmick, was leaving, with him being an intellectual, him keeping out of the way, so the Undertaker and John Morrison would destroy each other. And, well, the Undertaker just destroyed John Morrison. But John Morrison really was made to look like a star in this match, but they did play up his ankle injury, and it was affecting his wrestling. And then we had, John Morrison get pinned. Jericho came out. They wrestled. And I thought it was really good. The crowd really got into it at that point. I got really into it. I knew Chris Jericho was going to win, setting up his match with Edge at WrestleMania. And I would really enjoy it. But I didn't know how they were going to really set up, because Undertaker hit Chris Jericho with the last run. You're like, is he just going to do another Codebreaker type finish and then just pin him straight away? And then Shawn Michaels came out from the Elimination Chamber, picked up the grill and moved it out of the way. And I'm like, just a little bit creepy, but whatever. He's been there the whole night. I was okay with that, though. I thought it was pretty funny. Everything from the WWE just amuses me. But yeah, I knew it was going to happen somehow. Shawn Michaels kicked Undertaker, cost him the title, setting up Chris Jericho versus Edge at Mania, and HBK versus Undertaker at Mania. 2 matches I'm really keen to see. Overall, with the pay-per-view, as I said, it was really only the 2 Elimination Chamber matches I was interested in. 4 stars, 4.25 stars for that last Elimination Chamber match. I'll give it 7 out of 10. It was good, but it wasn't great. It was just above average, just enough to give it a 7. So yeah, if you really want to see the Elimination Chamber matches, I'd recommend just seeing the second one, because that was the good one. And even then, it's not the best Elimination Chamber match that's happened, but it is worth watching if you like that type of match. So yeah, 7 out of 10.